Leading up to this fight, we've done tons of promotion. My first fight ever, I've been talking about boxing for a long time, is Canelo Crawford, one of the biggest fights ever.
In the history of combat sports, only a handful of fights have transcended the sport itself. Floyd versus Conor, Floyd versus Manny, and now, the third biggest fight in boxing history is upon us. September 13th, 2025, Las Vegas, Nevada. Two legends, one throne. The biggest payday in boxing history outside of Floyd Mayweather's mega fights.
Literally is one of the biggest fights ever. Third biggest, gate in the history of boxing, and it's the biggest gate ever in a stadium. And we're the biggest event ever at Allegiant Stadium. We broke all their records.
Oh! And here comes the bear, Canelo Alvarez.
Now what they gonna say? They always talk, I'm the best fighter in the world.
Canelo's all about show me the money, and then we'll get that big fight that everybody wants.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed super middleweight king, four-division world champion, never knocked down, the face of boxing for over a decade.
Tell him we going for Canelo next.
Yes. Let's go. Canelo, come on.
Terence Bud Crawford, the undefeated pound-for-pound king, 41 wins, 0 losses. The only man to become undisputed champion in 2 weight classes during the 4-belt era. But this isn't just about belts, this is about legacy. This is about who stands as the greatest boxer of this generation. Crawford is attempting the impossible, jumping up 14 pounds to become the first male boxer ever to hold undisputed titles in 3 different weight classes. Canelo, he's defending his kingdom against the most dangerous challenger he's ever faced.
I give him the offer. If he's smart, he will accept it.
Maybe this is gonna sound crazy for you, but a lot of Mexicans, they put you in the number 1 of pound for pound instead of Canelo. And if you see in the future, if you grow in weight division, a fight with the Mexican warrior.
I know he's got this. I know he's got this. I know he's got the character, and I know he's got the mind. I know he has special gifts that very few fighters have.
Canelo's a tremendous talent. I respect everybody's opinion. And now I don't never think me and Canelo will fight. He's 168, 175. I'm just 147, so.
The stakes couldn't be higher. The winner doesn't just get the belts, they get immortality. The road to this mega fight has been anything but smooth. January 2025, Saudi promoter Turki Al-Sheikh announces the deal. February, everything falls apart when Canelo nearly signs to fight Jake Paul instead. But Al-Sheikh wouldn't be denied. A 4-fight deal with Riyadh Season brought Canelo back to the table. May 3rd, after Canelo defeats William Skull, Crawford storms the ring.
Well, here we go.
The face-off that sent shockwaves through the boxing world. 2 pound-for-pound kings, eye to eye. The fight was officially on. Dana White's Zuffa Boxing, Netflix streaming worldwide. Allegiant Stadium. Even an NCAA football game was moved to make way for this historic night. 3-city press tour. Riyadh, New York, Las Vegas. The hype machine in full effect. But beneath the glitz and glamour, 2 warriors preparing for war. The boxing world is divided. Legends are picking sides, and their predictions might surprise you. Teddy Atlas. I think Bud is going to cook Canelo. I think he's going to cook for him. Canelo's a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools.
I think Bud gonna cook Canelo. I think he's gonna cook him. I think, Canelo a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
Legendary trainer Teddy Atlas isn't concerned about the weight difference. Teddy Atlas. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in a ring that very few people have. He can see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. That's what makes his timing so special. He's able to slow things down for himself, where he can see things in slow pace that someone else sees in a blur. And that's why he's in the Matrix.
Crawford's got those things. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have, and to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down, where other people don't see it. And that's what makes his timing so special. Yeah, he's got great power. He carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? because of this, because he's able, his vision in the ring, his eyes, but he's able to slow things down for himself, where he can see things in a slow pace that someone else sees in a blur. And that's why he's
in the Matrix.
But it's not just about skills, it's about heart. Teddy Atlas. For Crawford, it's legacy. It's a challenge. It's what we used to see in the 80s with Hearns and Duran and Hagler. They all wanted to find out not how good they were, but how good they could be.
And he's gotten paid now. But for him, it's more. It's legacy. It's challenge. It's what we used to see in the 80s. What made Hearns and Duran and all the, Leonard, all these great Pinnell, I mean, one after another. What Hagler, what made them so? Yeah, they were special generational talents. I get it. But they all wanted to find out not how good they were, how good could they be?
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, are you really thinking he's going to knock out Crawford? Canelo is so predictable, dude. Crawford's going to be able to see all of that. His IQ is too high.
Terence down over the rounds.
I'm just going to tell you like this. Yeah. If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, are you really think that he's going to knock out Crawford? Charlo was on his bike. Charlo was trying not to get hit. Canelo landed some shots. He dropped them, but he still didn't stop him. He didn't stop him. So with that being said, if Crawford can get off, not get hit with the big shots, avoid those big shots, get off again, avoid those big shots, because you see the punches coming. Canelo is so predictable, dude.
Others see Crawford's ring IQ as the difference maker. If Crawford can avoid the shots, avoid the big bombs, and not get knocked out, he can outbox Canelo. He doesn't have to knock him out. He can outbox him, outpoint him.
If he can avoid the shots, avoid the big bomb, and not get knocked out, he can outbox Canelo. It doesn't matter. He don't have to knock him out. He can outbox him, outpoint him.
The numbers tell the story of greatness. Combined, these two warriors have fought 765 professional rounds. Neither has ever been knocked down. Canelo, unbeaten at super middleweight. Crawford, unbeaten, period. 4 major world titles on the line. Plus, the Ring Magazine's most expensive belt ever created, worth over $188,000, and a special WBC commemorative belt. But the real prize? History itself. Crawford wins. He becomes the first 3-division undisputed champion of the 4-belt era. Canelo wins. He cements his legacy as the undisputed king of super middleweight. Thursday night, the final press conference at T-Mobile Arena. The last time these warriors will share a stage before they share a ring. 2 days later, 80,000 fans will pack Allegiant Stadium. Millions more watching worldwide on Netflix. The biggest audience for a boxing match since Mayweather-Pacquiao. September 13th, 2025. Mexican Independence Day weekend. The perfect stage for Canelo's biggest test. The ultimate platform for Crawford's greatest gamble. Can the smaller man's skill overcome size and power? Can experience and ring generalship defeat youth and hunger? Can Crawford make history, or will Canelo defend his throne? In 48 hours, we'll have our answer. 2 men enter. Only one leaves as the undisputed, unquestioned king of boxing. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. The fight that stops the world. Subscribe for complete fight coverage, post-fight analysis, and everything boxing. The biggest night in boxing history awaits.